There's so much tyranny. Let's talk about here in America. Leave the rest of the world for now. What America stood for when it entered into the world arena. Before, it was practicing what? The isolationist theory, isolationist policies. It was isolating itself, America, wasn't it? Then it decided to enter into the war. Why did it decide to enter into the war? And that world war shaped this world, shaped America especially. Why did it decide to enter? To fight against what? To fight against tyranny. Don't look so much Americans, they are tyrants, they are following systems, but what were they fighting at that time? Against to whom? Against to the tyrants. Who were they? You guys don't go to school? Huh? Who?
Germans and Italians.
Fascists. The Germans with Hitler, the Italians, a few others too, in that. Don't forget the Japanese. So that was in the 1930s, 40s, because it started way back from then. We were a nation that was defined by our what? Resolve and the strength to fight against tyranny and to welcome those who are tyrannized. That under that statue of liberty, it is saying what? Give me your huddled masses. Those that you don't want, give them to me. I will take them and I will protect them. This is what America stood for. And now we're looking less than 100 years. It's not just America. The rest of Western Europe stood for that too. But now when we're looking at the world, you see the rise of the same things that we're fighting against inside of our own houses, inside of our own government mansions, inside of our own system. The system has failed. The system has completely failed. So now let's look at that tyranny that is coming out. And this tyranny that is coming out now, where it is an open season for minorities, let's say first Muslims, because the first target is that, then minorities, whether it's ethnically, religiously, or certain lifestyle that they are choosing. We don't enter into that ocean now. So those are the groups that are being tyrannized now. And when we look, that tyranny is first very strong, and so it's very intense in a lot of countries that we call Muslim countries. But when we look here, Trump is saying, yeah, I'm going to go ahead with the Muslim registry. If you're a Muslim, you're going to register. Just like they did to the Jews. Correct? Okay. Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, my nation, what did he say? In the Akhir Zaman, they are going to follow the Jews and the Christians step by step. Same city, half of them supporting the tyrants, the other half trying to break away, but there's so much fitna happening within them that other tyrants also got themselves involved, and they find themselves being used. Same city, same people, two different sides. One is being massacred, and the other one is jumping with happiness because they are getting punished. But what is happening here in America? Those ones that the Muslims are first to say, they are our enemies. Now there is a split. Half of them saying, now we have to support Zionism. And when we support that, whatever that is happening to them, it is good. And the other half to say, we have a moral obligation because we went through that. It is within living memory. We cannot allow that to happen. It's exactly what Shaykh Efendi said to me when I went to London years ago. And he says there is going to be a separation. Before Mahdi alayhi salam comes, there's going to be a separation. The first that is going to separate, first thing that is going to separate is the people in Islam. The Muslims are going to separate. But inside of the Muslims, the first ones who are going to separate are going to be the Sufi orders. They're going to separate. You see now, even in America, we have people who are non-believers. They are starting to separate. One saying, we will support this Batil. We will support this tyranny. They're not tricked. No one is tricked. No one is fooled. In these days, everyone's veil, they are lifted. Now you make a choice. Sincerely, you're going to make a choice. Either you're going to support Batil or you're going to support Haqq. And sincerely, there are many who are supporting Batil. But there are those who are supporting truth. And they don't have to belong to any religion, to belong to any ethnicity, but just understanding that what you're doing, this is wrong. We cannot support this. So what do you get? You get those ones, that the Muslims, especially the Wahhabi kind and conspiracy kind, jumping up and down to say first we must hate them. These Jews, we must hate them. Those are the ones who are first saying, if they make the Muslims to register, we will register as Muslims. So many unbelievers are doing that. Christians are doing that. Even those who don't believe in anything, but they believe that this is wrong. They're going to register as Muslims. Allah, they're sitting and they're watching and they're giving report. Do you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to punish those ones? Because they're standing on the side of Haqq. Don't forget, these are the days when it is not between Islam or Christianity, Muslims and Jews. It is between Haqq and Batil. And it's separating. We need to separate. We need to stand clear where we are. We cannot be sitting on the fence. But when we look at the rest of the Muslim world, this fitna and this confusion is never ending. It is continuing. Yes, the light of Islam is going to rise from the West. I have no mistake. This is why we are here. This much is enough. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Those of you who have to go, have a good day.